Today, we're going to break down 5 common money mistakes that might be secretly keeping you from getting ahead. Let's jump right in. So, let me ask you something that might kind of flip what you think about money on its head. Are people really broke just because they don't make enough? We're always told the answer is to just earn more, but honestly, that's not the full story. Not even close. The real secret is it's not about the size of your paycheck. It's about your habits. Yup, financial success really comes down to the small, consistent things you do every single day. Those little actions are what either builds you a mountain of wealth or make sure it never gets built at all. Okay, first up, let's talk about the daily money traps, the stuff that creates that awful month-to-month squeeze. This is where the first couple of major mistakes tend to show up. And mistake number 1 is a huge one, living paycheck to paycheck. You know that feeling, right? The money comes in and poof, it's all gone by the end of the month. It leaves you with absolutely zero room to breathe, let alone handle any surprises life throws at you. So how do you possibly break that cycle? Well, it starts way smaller than you think. The idea isn't to magically save a fortune overnight. It's about starting a new habit. Seriously, even just putting aside $100 a month can completely change your financial future. It's about consistency. All right, mistake number 2, leaning way too hard on credit cards. Look, they can be an amazing tool, but they turn into a trap the second we start using them to buy things we can't actually afford. We're literally spending money that isn't ours. And this is exactly how that trap works. Because of those super high interest rates, a small, innocent purchase can spiral into a massive debt over time. That $30 dinner you swiped your card for, if you only make minimum payments, that can end up costing you so much more. So, what's the smart move? The one thing that keeps you in the driver's seat? It's simple. Pay the full balance every single month, no exceptions. That way, you get all the perks and rewards without ever falling into that high-interest debt trap. Okay, we've talked about the day-to-day traps. Now let's kind of zoom out a bit. The next 2 mistakes are all about failing to future-proof your money, thinking beyond just this month's bills and building some real, long-term security. Which brings us right to mistake number 3. Having zero emergency fund. I mean, let's be real. Life is completely unpredictable. The card's going to break down. You're going to have a surprise medical bill. These things are never a matter of if, they're a matter of when. And if you don't have a safety net, those emergencies are what force you into debt. That's why pretty much every financial expert says to start with a goal of at least $1,000. This isn't your retirement savings. Think of it as your first line of defense. An emergency fund is basically your financial shield. It's the one thing that stands between an unexpected bill and a total financial disaster. It gives you choices other than high-interest credit cards or loans. Now, this one is really important. It's what separates just managing your money from actually building real wealth. And that's mistake number 4, not investing your money. Saving is for safety, for sure, but investing is for growth. So how do wealthy people do it? They definitely don't let their money just sit in a checking account gathering dust. No, they put it to work in things like stocks, index funds, even businesses. These are the engines that are designed to grow your money for you. And the magic that powers all of this growth? It's one of the most incredible forces in all of finance: compounding. It's this amazing process where your investments start earning returns, and then those returns start earning their own returns. It's like a tiny snowball that, if you just give it enough time, rolls into a massive avalanche of wealth. Okay, so we've covered 4 huge mistakes. But for our last one, we've got to look inward. This is all about the psychology of money, the mindset mistake that can totally sabotage all your other hard work. And that leads us to the 5th and final mistake: impulse spending. You know what I'm talking about. Those unplanned purchases that are driven by emotion or a really good sale or maybe just boredom. They feel pretty harmless in the moment, but they add up fast and can completely throw you off course from your financial goals. But there's a really simple, powerful trick to fight this. It's called the 24-hour rule. The next time you get that sudden urge to buy something you didn't plan for, just wait. Give it 24 hours. That little pause is often all you need to figure out if you truly need it or if it was just a fleeting want. So we've laid out the 5 big mistakes that hold so many people back. Let's wrap this up. Your path to financial freedom isn't some big secret. It really just comes down to building better habits one day at a time. And if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this: It's not about some get-rich-quick scheme. Real, lasting wealth is simply the result of smart habits and consistent decisions made over and over and over again. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. This isn't about changing your entire life tomorrow. It's about starting with one small thing. So what's the one small decision you're going to make today to start building your own path to financial freedom?